Good afternoon. I hope everyone's doing well. It's just going to be a quick reading. What I wrote in the book last night, and then I'll see you guys later. Was it this one? I don't remember. Not that one. Maybe this one. Okay. I guess I should have did this beforehand, but I get so, like, I don't know. I don't like to do it alone. I did those. We did that yesterday. Okay. So this one's called diss, and it's like diss because, like, you know when you throw someone a diss or like you're dissing them? It's kind of a play on words here, the title, disorganized crime. Okay, so it's like disorganized crime. Okay. So they're trying to act like it's something that it's not because they don't want it to look as bad as it was / wants to be / is kind of ongoing. If they didn't feel like this, it would most definitely still be ongoing anyways, to the same extent. There's fake online interactions, okay? And then I kind of got this in like an observational standpoint of when I like got this download. Okay, so it was like me seeing other people's thoughts and what they were, pretty basic. Okay, this is basically what everybody who's looking into this is basically what they think, and then more, right? Because it's their profession to do so. But the basis of it is, why is it that we see conversations, we see money transfers, and this person is offline? Or how come there is messages, calls, voice memos? Okay, I'm getting like voice text messages, voice mails about all these missions and all these sexual kinks and desires, yet we watch this person and they're either alone with their children or they're alone. Why is it that these people make it seem as if they don't like this person based off their own experience involving the pain and suffering or the negative interaction that transpired from being around this person? Like, it's like you each have your own individual problems with this person, and you each have a negative thing to say about this person and the interaction. Like, there's not one, like, what? Yet we don't see this person interacting with any of these individuals at all. Never mind being a rival. Okay, so somebody was calling someone a rival. All signs point to these same individuals painting the person that they consider a rival, their rival, are pulling bullshit life experiences out their ass to make their target seem like they've burnt all their bridges. And just so happens other people have been having negative interactions with them too. This is what they say. Because the true life experience of this targeted individual is that you guys intentionally came together to ensure that there was no healing for this person, online and offline. Okay, extreme. You've always came together to see this person suffer. And now you're denying these experiences together because you don't want it to be perceived for what it is. Organized crime, disorganized crime. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so this is a long time ago, okay? This is a long time ago. Lawyer was a lemon, okay? That was a lawyer that my parents bought me that tried to put me in jail. Door of Hope, that's the food hamper place when I was real broke because they didn't increase my funding. Once I got my kids back, they didn't increase my funding for, like, in the application form, it asked if you had any dependents, okay, and then you'd get a certain amount of money based off of how many dependents you had. When I got my kids back, they didn't increase that, so I fucking was penny pinching, fucking trying to study, just as much stress as could be piled upon as humanly and technologically possible. That's like maximum stress. Okay, that's how much got put upon me. I don't know what this is. CCU 904. Broke. Oh, that was stressful as fuck. Aspiring, inspiring, transpiring, conspiring, spiraling. Okay. This is an old book. I'm just like trying to fill the blanks within it. So, thieves, sneaky ass snakes crawling all up everywhere. To emotionally sidetrack. Using magic as a tool to cause unlawful money scheme, win at all costs. A messenger of the injustices, bad treatment wants to come in. But they know you're focused and guarded. Feel it, process it, and go by the feeling only, vibes. So somebody's not strong without their main source. Okay, so this is exactly why they're trying to have someone lose faith, right? But that'll just never happen. Like they'll literally like fatality before that happens if they actually have faith, right? Because at least they know that they've passed carrying on that mission, honorable, lesson learned, checkpoint, right? So it is pointless. It's pointless chaos, and then you have to deal with all that residual karma. So it's like somebody never learns. Someone's ancestors and God are just like, somebody never learns. Like, that's what you get. That miserable life afterwards, right? And even if you are to sacrifice your target, it's not actually a sacrifice. Like, you don't get anything from it. Like, you could, but then it's like a trick. It's a trick. I heard doom. Okay, my brain's not focused on that right now, so I'm just gonna move on. I'll tap into that a later time. Heavy defenses. Oh, I wish I would have put a bookmark. A masculine is enlightened on all the betrayals. You know how it's like hindsight 2020? People, they're recognizing like how people play their emotions. Okay, a good thing to do, okay, a good practice to do is like, okay, imagine everyone that I interact with. Okay, now imagine that they've always been doing that, and that exact thing that they say to get me worked up or sympathize or give to them in any sort of way is manipulation. Just to think of everyone as manipulation, just as like kind of like role playing, right? And then once you see it, even if you just like, I'm just doing this just to see something, right? You'll feel it like genuinely deep down, right? You just gotta try it once. And then other ones will surprise you. It's usually acquaintances or strangers. This camera's making me look fucked up and my teeth look yellow as shit, but I just brushed them. Or maybe I do look fucked up. I didn't shower yet. Okay, feeling emotionally manipulated. So this is how they manipulate you, is with your heart. You got a good heart. You're generous. And very drained. Yes, you feel very drained if you are being emotionally manipulated. There's no other option but to have a rebirth. Okay? You can choose not to. To open one's mind to new opportunities and get out of the uncomfortable comfort. Okay, so somebody's comfortable within toxicity, uncomfortable comfort zone. He wants equal. There's a delivery at the door. I'm just waiting for him to leave. If you feel like an intrusive energy or like a really negative energy, or say somebody else is going through self-sabotage in a way where you can really recognize it and it makes you feel a certain way, you know, along with protecting your own energy, you can like wrap them, right? You can wrap them in a blanket of love, and then that'll like be like dual protection, and then also like can make them want to love themselves too. Okay, so I do that a lot. That's what I did when that guy was dropping off a package at the door. Okay, so this will open up new opportunities for this person. It's like somebody is like scared to do something, and if they feel uncomfortable doing something, or they feel like others will be uncomfortable with them doing it, but so then they sacrifice them having opportunity. They sacrifice them broadening their horizon when it comes to like networking or actually being with very loyal individuals. Okay, just because there's more disloyal individuals doesn't mean that, like, why would you make those disloyal individuals, that big class of disloyal individuals, why would you give them that, the satisfaction of feeding into giving up your happiness, things that make you happy, things that would make you more happy? It's like they don't want you to be more equipped. Like they don't want you to have loyal individuals around you because they don't want you to be more equipped to identify who they are, what they've been doing. So you can figure this out on your own, but there is some sort of enlightenment here. And it's like, do I choose to ignore this? Do I choose to continue to see this? You can ignore it, but you cannot see it. Right? So you'll know that you put yourself there, you stayed there, right? You stayed lying down. And these people, they'll be our family. They'll be our family for a good portion of us. Our Judas will be our family. So you have to be able to like detach from certain things. Be the mom that you want to be the dad that you want to be. Like say me now, every so often when I feel really sad, I'll like close my eyes and meditate and go within myself and grab the hand of the little Tori, okay, the little girl, okay, or I'll give her a hug as me now, right, and give myself comfort that way. Or like I just imagine my head on God's lap sometimes. Just really feeling what it feels like to be unconditionally loved and appreciated, right? Because we can't really like take that all, that is their choice, but they have to deal with the consequences. Like, it's not like it's our job to make them feel any sort of shame. But what if they don't anyways? Like, you know, it's wasted energy. It's a waste. They're gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day anyways, right? And then say that they love you, or that they only want the best for you and whatever, right? You have to be able to detach from that, detach from being hurt from that. But then also recognize that you wouldn't be here without them, right? It's like somebody needs to start treating their child like they can't really do anything about it because they're just going to do what they want anyways, right? Like, I don't know, someone needs to start treating their child like an adult, okay? That is their responsibility. Every single individual is their own responsibility at past a certain age, say like 25. Like, would you do that to any other person, say your own age? Like, I'm talking to these parents, these grandparents, would you? No, you fucking wouldn't. Not the way that you're doing it now so fucking boastfully is, if you're like entitled to that person's shit. You'd be way more scared. Like, but you should be just as scared. Somebody wants equal give and take. Well, then prove it. So that means he must build the courage to take back offers to the ops. I don't know what that means. This was a long time ago. This was October 16th, 2023 or 2022. Something's very disappointing and sad nonetheless. But he will rise from the ashes like the phoenix. I desire peace. I desire real love. I desire knowledge, my own family, courage, and divinity. I don't know what blue jay means, but I wrote blue jay. Someone might need to get legal aid. Perjury in the court of law, bankruptcy, 10 years, self-hatred, child abuse, neglect. So that's for someone. Fickle energy. Especially with money matters. So someone's finding it hard to like support people now. So they were trying to be like a support. Somebody also lied about being someone's dependent. Like they said that someone was a dependent of theirs, and that's a lie. Crazy. Someone's story is not going to make sense. They're saying that they thought kids' lives were threatened by a mother or a father. And it's like, why would you still be involved with that person the way that you are, interacting with that person the way that you are, or not at all? And their story's different. If they were actually a threat to that child's life, something doesn't add up with someone's story here. What's the real reason? Someone just really doesn't want to say the money. The money. I'm gonna pick myself back up. I already did that one. I don't know where these pages are, but random pages it is. Peace proposals. Unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Peace proposals accompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. Okay? So don't come near me. Don't talk to me. Don't tell me you want to strike a deal. Don't tell me about any NDAs or any sort of payouts. Shove it up your ass, okay? Without reason or frivolous pretext, a treaty confirmed by oaths and hostages. Damn, what the fuck? Speaks for itself. There's a man who's wondering why they can't find the right man who doesn't lie and play games. You can't be unpleased and blame other people for your luck, okay? Or like share karma. No, that's your karma. In reality, that's your karma for living a lie. Like, embrace your sexuality with loving and caring open arms and be patient. You'll be surprised with what you find. Okay, so somebody was thinking this to themselves, and it's like, dude, haven't you been dating women this entire fucking time and living a lie? And you expect to find the perfect one who's not fucking lying, playing games. You gotta do that inner work first, okay? And be confident with that before you even start trying to like pluck plants from the seeds that you sow. Like what? Real fucking entitled energy, or like I do no wrong energy. I've been battling with abuse. So somebody could be battling with abuse within the community and surrounding areas. Feeling indifferent due to forced isolation. Throughout plots and the years of oppression, if there's nothing no one else will do, well then myself, I will stand in my honor. I've made peace with whatever outcome. But I'm praying for mine and my children's justice against unlawful investigations, slander, false allegations, etc. I've lost any respect I've left for a corrupt system. I have to pray to feel heard. So I'll be grateful. I had established relationships, a strong relationship with the Creator before this tragedy began in my heart. My super abundant power. My mind now knows that I'm more powerful standing alone in my truth than all of the people they bring to shift my focus back to victimhood. What they don't understand is that they unintentionally taught me their tactics. God showed me how they operate, and I will never succumb to their antics. Honorable. Something specific about a call to 911 confrontation. Someone could be overdosing or showing symptoms of needing medical attention. There's a statement that can't be changed, a full statement that will not change. Okay, you'll say that you feel threatened, they still won't change it, okay, because you were intentionally threatening the life of others. So it's like, you can either just drop it or go to the hospital again or something like that and do a new one. Say that you were lying that way, I guess, because you can't recant that. Something about not being able to recant that because the fact that you did that was threatening somebody else. So the fact that you're saying that you feel threatened, you can't play that. For fuck's sakes, I heard. For fuck's sakes. The lying witch and their wardrobe. Terrain. Oh, I'm not going to read that. That's not a reading. That's my information. Okay. I think we're done, but I'm just going to like graze through this. I think that's all that's written in this book. Okay, and then there's this again. Were you staying for logical reasons to observe and to defend, or were you busy being swayed by the unstable? It's like, did anything you guys do or plan to do ever have anything positive produced from it, right? Any goal attained? Okay, positive goal attained. Okay, did this person, the person that you were attacking, okay, that's how you could tell us how someone will be like victorious within some sort of mission or like a lesson. I'm getting like a mission, but like a mission of like life, right? Lessons learned, things that needed to be seen for what they are. Okay, have a good day, people.